Back on Gertie Rude, back again that Tuesday mood. Well, I'm back again Tuesday evening. We're going to look at this because Kel Surprise, the truth is out. Well, we knew it anyway, but Dan's he's going to hallucinate us. Come on, Dan.
You wouldn't expect it to come from. So, I'll get analysis from the YouTube Royal Sensation according to Taz in just one moment.
Go on.
But first, let's have a listen to the Jimmy Pardo podcast. It's a very famous podcast, very credible. We've been running a very, very long time. And their coverage of the LA wildfires and the story that they heard about exactly how that visit from the Sussexes came about.
Oh, dear.
Rightfully so. Yeah. They saluted me.
Yeah. Speaking of celebrities, this is a secondhand story, so maybe I shouldn't be spreading it, but I'm just going to say it anyway, and you guys can take it with a grain of salt. Maybe it isn't true, I don't know, but Zoe went to volunteer at a place yesterday with some friends up in Santa Anita, just handing out stuff or whatever. And
did she say I was recently on a very popular podcast? At the end of the day, I'm the hero here. Did she use my line?
Come on.
She's welcome to use it.
She kept a low profile, unlike the people that were there the day before, which is the story.
Sorry, go ahead.
The day before, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry had showed up to that place, and
misery tourists.
There's like hundreds of people there volunteering. They cleared it all out. Everybody,
fuck that noise.
Take 15. These people are coming in to pretend that they're helping and get a photo op.
Oh
no.
Yeah.
You know what? We saw Nick Cannon, and people badmouth Nick Cannon for a lot of reason.
To be honest, we knew that, didn't we? We did know that because the same thing happened at Vivaldi. They cleared out all the grieving parents, didn't they? So she could go and bend at the grave and put some wilting flowers down. I remember it. I'm sure you do as well.
But we saw Nick Cannon that day. He joined in with everybody else.
Yeah.
That's what you do. That's helping.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, I mean, the thing is, if you generally want to help, you'd just go there incognito, wouldn't you? You wouldn't make a big, hello, huzzah, look at me. You would just be there as a person with your hood up and your hat down and getting on with it, wouldn't you? Knee deep in ashes.
If that story's real, fuck them.
Yeah.
Really?
Again, it was a parent of a kid that she goes to school with who the kid was there the day before, or she and the kid were there the day before, and then
there's no reason not to believe it's true then. That's awful.
Yeah.
That's awful. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Especially.
But you see, it's like I said before about this. Back in the 80s and 90s, that is the sort of thing they would do. I remember, even up to 10,000. I remember the where was it? They had that Haiti when they had the earthquake. And you got Clinton down there with Bush Jr. And I think there was some other notables. I think John Travolta took them in their plane or something like that. And they were glad-handing the survivors of the earthquake, the Haitian people. And because the camera was behind them as they were being filmed, they were glad-handing them. And George Bush Jr. took his hand that he'd just... what had he done? He just shook somebody's hand, a survivor's hand. You know the ethnicity of the Haitian people, don't you, darlings, without Auntie Gert spelling it out. Anyway, he just shook somebody's hand and he wiped it on the back of, I think it was Clinton's back. Wiped his hand clean afterwards. So, you know. That is the type of thing that... I don't know how they got away with it, but they swerved it. But that is how people operated back then. It's just not relevant nowadays, and it doesn't get you very far. It just shows you up for who you are.
Not especially...
Sorry, quickly. Which is why the majority of people that are people don't do that anymore.
I'll still say, especially in these times where it's all hands on deck.
Right.
That shit... that shit happens a lot,
right?
But it should not be happening right now, ever.
Right.
It should not be happening ever, but it really should not be happening right now.
Right. In the thick of this is a very the fires are still going. There's still there's a lot of chaos and uncertainty.
Is that true? I didn't know that. Are they still going? You could really do with some rain, couldn't you? Poor old California. Well, I'll be blowed, and so will Harry, no doubt. Oh dear. Well. She's been exposed,
if it's
darling.
A month from now, and there's like
we knew anyway.
I don't know, a food shelter, whatever, like a food bank, and things are just kind of settled, and yet there's still people who need stuff. And then you go and you go, hey, can we just come in for half an hour? That's a little different. This is like
I still think that's shitty.
It is,
Yeah.
but
the
it
week
won't
of
hurt
is
anything.
really out of fucking line.
Well, I just thought, of course it is, darlings. But I thought it was odd because the woman, she actually took the photo shot and looked over her shoulder to see where the camera was. She was dressed in grey. Yeah, a sort of bigger built woman than Meghan. And she seemed to arrive with her and leave with her. So I don't know whether that's relevant, but it did seem a bit off to me.
It's like you're taking resources out of. I mean,
She's
I know
just
it's
sort
only
of like
for
randomly
a
hugging a
limited
survivor.
period of time, so
It
it probably
doesn't
didn't
matter.
disrupt them that much. But
If it's not going to disrupt them that much, then you walk in.
You just do
and
it.
by the way, if you're not disrupting, then you're not even fucking helping.
Right. Yeah.
You're truly not helping.
And I'll tell you the other thing you do as well. If you're that bothered about it, you would make an anonymous donation, wouldn't you? You know. But as I said before, what she is, her foundation is the jam in the sandwich. Because she's hoping. I heard that the home people, I don't know, FEMA, Federal Emergency Management Agency or whatever, those sort of people, don't seem to have any funds for the disaster, because I did hear Trump say something about it in his speech last night. They seem to be out of funds. So I'm not sure if the government is giving away chunks of change for the survivors. But I know she was there trying to, well, she was hustling. She was hustling for her foundation, wasn't she? Oh, if you give me some, I'll help the people in the foundation. I sort of spelled it out in my video that I did about the foundation the other day.
yeah,
You're coming in for that photo op, like you said.
Do you think 40, 50 years ago that kind of thing happened?
Yeah, but you never got caught.
I mean, like you hear stories about the.
Wow. Tasha Canal.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, I'm not
gonna
gonna break into to Taz and Dan talking. So that's basically it. The cover's been blown, and yeah, it's been confirmed that everything we originally suspected is true. Like so much with these Marklets. Oh dearie me. So it kind of puts some flesh on other stuff that is currently going around in the zeitgeist, which we will all, no doubt, be hallucinated of sooner or later. Yes, if not, I bet a lot of you already know. Anyway, I love you and leave you. I'll leave it there, and I'll say good night wherever you are in the world. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night. I've got to do this. It never works for me, does it? Have you noticed this? I'm about as technical as a 3-year-old, aren't I? It's not working for me, darlings. It's not working. Right, I'm just going to have to keep talking till I can find it. It's not. I'm supposed to go like this. If you go like that, and then you get that. So I'll love you and leave you. Wherever you are, have a great evening, or morning, or afternoon, or good night.